Oh, we're filming. Welcome. It's a nice, cool, brisky, flood-like day in Southern California. It's like a non-hurricane, but we're all prepared. Walmarts are probably sold out of toilet paper, paper towels, bottles of water. It's the end of the world here in California. Anyway, so we're moving on to the bow. This was the hunting setup for 2023. We're gonna run through everything that I did for a low poundage, female or male, because a kid could shoot a bow this size. It's effective. We harvested a turkey with it. We harvested a mule deer with it, and we harvested a javelina with this bow and the arrow setup that we're running. I'm gonna break it down for you. Hopefully you gain something out of it. Hopefully maybe you can change your kid's setup. Hopefully you can change your women's setup if you need to, because you can be effective with low poundage. You can be effective with short draw lengths. So let's break it down. Something's very interesting on your pants to Pooh Bear. Pooh's on the IL. He tore his ACL, so he doesn't know it, but he's kind of retired. There we go. There we go.
Pumpy.
Pumpy.
So are you going to talk about any of your gear? Or
yeah.
Just a video?
Yeah. If I could say anything that needs to be adjusted from this hunting season, it is the length of my string. So I think it should fall pretty close to the tip of the fingers, like the release itself. So like when you go to do the flippy, you know, you want to be able to get it without making a bunch of noise. I do not ever lose my release because it's either on my bow or it's on my hand. So love the Native Archery release strap for that, and the little pocket of the elastic that I can store it in. And yeah, so let's break down the bow here. We are running the Eva Shockey Gen 2 Bowtech with a 24.5-inch draw. So I am on the shorter end and of myself and the shorter end of draw lengths, which kind of limits some things that I can do as far as how far I could shoot, how fast I can shoot, what type of bow I can run, and all of that. Even with a 24.5-inch draw, I am shooting roughly 46 pounds. I think we capped it out once at 47 and kind of let it back out a little. We are shooting this Bowtech in comfort. I switch back and forth sometimes, but for hunts, I prefer to keep it in comfort. When that anxiety kind of kicks up and the buck fever kicks in, you don't want to limit yourself as far as how hard your draw is going to be. We try to keep it as comfortable as possible, so I keep it in comfort mode. Aside from that, just general parts on the bow, we're running the Aim for a Pass-Through stabilizer, which came in super handy when you're hiking the mountains because you can rest it on your arm and take all the weight out of your holding arm and hand. We switched it up this year with the DCA, Deer Crossing Archery arrows. We'll get into that in a second. I'll shoot this last arrow and then we'll talk about how this, I think, between these and my broadheads are what made me an effective shooter in the hunting season while still having a low poundage and low draw length. Okay, you can tell that I haven't shot in a little while. Not terrible groups, but by no means are they touching. So we've got some work to do before tack, and I'm excited to get into that. That'll be another video in the future. I haven't asked for what I'm looking for yet because I haven't decided. If you've got any ideas, comment below if you know anybody who's 5'1" and has a 24.5-inch draw on an arrow setup for shooting long distances, because I'm going to switch it up and have Deer Crossing Archery make me some tack-specific arrows. I think it's fun to do. I think it's fun to experiment and test yourself when you do those things rather than run the same thing. You know, you're out of hunting season, so why not switch it up? See how you do. If anything, it's a learning experience. Those arrows are going to be great because they're going to be good for Bow Disciples Challenge 2. Tickets are live now on the website. Pick yours up May 18th and 19th. Come hang out with us, have fun, listen to the great Jack Peterson sing some amazing songs Saturday night, get entered to win some prizes, shoot some challenges, and shoot 3 amazing courses. I'll see you there. Let's go. These are the DCA Hunter arrows that I ran all season long. They are 500 spine. They are .001 in straightness, so they are the same as any other name brand arrow out there. 125 grain broadhead, which makes the total arrow weight 338 grains. So again, You would think that's kind of on the light side, but for someone with a low poundage draw and a short draw length, you don't want to run a heavy arrow. The heavier it gets, in my personal opinion, the heavier it gets, the less speed you're going to have, the less distance you're going to be able to shoot, and you want to try and not limit yourself as much as humanly possible. So if you can have effective broadheads, put a little bit of weight FOC in the front, 338 did the trick for me. Plus you maintain a flatter arrow trajectory. Carbon to carbon, they are 24¼ inches long, and I ran the Slick Trick Revivals all season, fixed broadhead. These things were amazing. For a low poundage, again, short draw length person, these things caused some damage. They are wide, and if you want to keep some more maybe efficiency or velocity, you could go with a more narrow fixed blade. That is an option. I thought about that, but I didn't see a need to after I shot one through a turkey. I got a entrance and a exit through every animal that I shot, and they are just tough as steel. They cut a wide hole because they are a wider fixed blade. And then once they get in there, it's just chaos inside. So I could not recommend these more to anybody if you want to try them. Again, they're Slick Trick Revivals. They're a little bit more, I would say, on the pricier side, but they're worth it if you want to make sure that you're effective with your low poundage. They also left insane blood trails when you get that exit or entrance. The amount of damage that they do, it basically looked like we poured gallons of paint all over the ground. You couldn't miss the blood trail if you wanted to, so another positive to running the Slick Trick Revivals. These arrows, again, half the price of a name brand arrow, and they will custom build them for you. If you're interested in these or any of the other products, the Aim for a Pass-Through Stabilizer or my Unbound Archery strings that I ran, any of those, click the links down below. We've got all the discount codes for any of those items that you may want, or go to the website and you can get to their websites from there. We have all the brands that we trust listed there and some information about them along with those codes. If you have a low poundage, short draw length, I couldn't recommend these more. I couldn't recommend these broadheads more. Go and try them out. They more than exceeded my expectations in the hunting season. And again, when I said custom, they will customize anything you want for you. So if you want those crazy tack colors or whatnot, they will build it. They'll make you custom wraps. They'll make you custom everything. So try it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about low poundage, short draw lengths. Anybody's capable of being effective. You just got to run the right stuff. See ya in the next video.
Wow, deputy.